Whoa, shoot. You okay?
Yeah, my welds didn't break.
It pulled the metal right with it. Well, let's weld our plates on.
Yeah. Might be better.
Oops. Before we jack up and reinforce this janky old bridge. And after we jack it up and reinforce it. Ooh, looking good. Looking good. Hey guys, so today our project is to fix this drooping bridge. We're out here with some beautiful scenery at the Bowbells, North Dakota Golf Course, and they've got a little problem that we're going to help them solve. We're going to try and straighten this bridge out.
And they're cute.
I brought Adrian with me. Say hi. So Adrian thinks having a really fancy truck makes you a better welder. It does look good though. And I think that just having a cool old truck with a welding bed my nephew and I built 12 years ago gets the job done. So they've got this cool old bridge that goes over this little creek that runs through here. And they used a mobile home frame for the frame for this. Well, the problem is it's made of some pretty thin gauge material here, and they've got some broken welds. So this bridge is pretty droopy, you know. I think we're gonna truss it up and make it a lot stronger. So we're gonna take some of this 1.5 by 1.5 by 3/16 square tube and run along underneath that bridge and weld each side together, and then we're gonna jack up in between and jack the bridge up and then put some risers in there, kind of like an upside down truss for like a roof. Come along into the bench wrench and heat it with a little heat and get this to bend down. So steel will stretch and bend pretty good when it gets warm. So that's the plan. I figure if we go till that hits the ground, hopefully we'll have enough bend in these tubes that will give us room to get our jack in there after we weld each side. Oh. Well, just like that, we got some bent square tubes that are hopefully, so when we put this upside down, it'll have, you know, half that distance of a gap so that we can put this porta power jack ram in there. Yeah, hopefully that gets it done. I'll have you do the welding and I'll hold stuff and film. Yeah. Touching?
Yeah.
Let me go just a little more and put a little bit of pressure. Okay. You can see how much the bridge is bent down there. We should have a space between that square tube. So our plan is to weld both ends of this square tube to the bridge, then jack up the middle and repair the broken part. Nice. So I've got these flat bars sheared so that we can weld them to here and really tie it together and make it strong. They're a little long. Should we go like so? It'll be what it'll be. But this will make it really strong so that when we pull on it, it doesn't break your weld or pull it out of the thin metal.
Well, this is
on the other side it does, I know, but it's so bent here.
Yeah.
Should we try jacking it with just your welds and see if it jacks it up and then, yeah.
It's gonna break.
You think?
Not by like, you know, like so much weight on this little thing, then you just let it tack. Unless we tack a little bit.
70,000 psi tensile strength. How about if you give us an inch on each side?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mistake not to weld those straps on at first. I knew I should have. but I didn't want to weld the strap in with everything at the wrong angle, so when we jacked it up straight, it was pulling everything out of line.
On the inside.
Yeah, let's do the inside too if you can. Sorry, I know it's wet. It's been raining. Alrighty, we'll weld the other side about the same. Maybe we could even put our flat bar on that one. Check that out. He was jealous of my cool remote for my welder, so he got one and we installed it on his welder.
Right?
It's such thin metal, the more we can weld to it, the less likely it's going to tear out over time. So when you weld, you pretty much with 7018, you just kind of hold it in there. You don't give it a lot of action. You just nice smooth drag, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's one down and one to go on the other side, huh? Should we weld the other strap on before we go jacking up the middle?
On that side?
Let's put the strap on here because you got that end tied in pretty good. I mean, this would probably be strong enough. It's not going anywhere. We can come weld the strap on after we get it cranked up. So we used Adrian's jack for like jacking up his truck to change a tire, to get it up high enough that we could get our hydraulic jack in. Oh shoot. You okay? I don't want to drop us in the water either. Oh yeah. So Adrian will hold both jacks so we don't drop this jack when that one releases the pressure on it. So we use the old porta power ram here, the hydraulic jack.
They're so noisy.
Still coming up?
No, it's not going up.
It's not. We got 3,300 kilonewtons of lifting and we're out of lift. I thought it would move more. It's not moving at all?
No.
Oh yeah, it's moving. It's just going slow. It's moving the whole beam. Let me come up here. So with each pump by hand, you only get a little bit of fluid moving, and that big old ram, it takes a lot of strokes to get it to move very much at all. That's how it gets its mechanical leverage.
I don't think the bridge is moving up though.
I mean, we're starting to crush the middle.
This right here is bending in.
Yeah, it is. We probably should have put a plate in there, but we didn't have any room. I mean, we've gone up 2 inches
Yeah.
there, which is not nothing. We might need to go get another porta power and come back and put a little porta power in here.
Yeah, that'd probably be better.
Yep. We'll crank this up and try and bring that up so we can weld this here and straighten this out a little bit.
Ready?
Yep.
Is that one that kind of come out of there?
I think it'll be okay. Just keep going some. Well, I don't think that one's gonna come loose. I think that one's holding enough.
More?
Yeah. It's coming up. Oh, there it goes. A little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, right there. Let's weld this here and tie that together.
And Brian put this plate in there.
You can plate it with that. That'll be fine. He welded this one with some 6010 pipe rod for downhill. It fills a gap a little easier and it gets a little better penetration. It's not a low hydrogen rod though, so it's a little more brittle of a weld. So you have to run another pass over the top of it to anneal the first layer and make it strong. So we had to move our ram over because we need to put a post right in the center where the ram was. So we had to jack it up again to get the ram in, so we could lift it up and put that post in the center. How far do we go? Well, once we put our middle thing in, then we could jack in there too. Yeah, I think so. Okay.
More or less.
Let's keep going some. You're out? It's getting easy? So sometimes you can, if you put the back end up on a board, then the fluid will all come to the pump, because the pump has to have the fluid. Better?
Yeah.
Whoa, shoot. You okay?
Yeah.
What broke?
You kind of loose.
What did? Oh, it just slipped out? No, something broke.
No. Slip out.
That was scary. You okay?
Yeah. Well, I think you broke back here.
Yeah, it did. Something happened. It feels wobbly. Let's go look at that end.
My welds didn't break.
It pulled the metal right with it. Well, let's weld our plates on.
Yeah. Better.
Oops.
Is that working?
Yeah, it'll work.
Find out in a minute.
Yeah, let me lower it back down. Holy cow.
Well, they're good, but
maybe we should weld the other plate on the other side too. So I rigged up an old porta power ram with its extensions and a foot, and we're going to try and help lift the bridge from the rocks down there in the water, hopefully. So we went through and welded on our reinforcing plate brackets like we should have done in the first place, and just put a whole bunch of weld there so we could tie that square tube into more of that thin material on the bridge. So we were able to lift the bridge some with that porta power with all the extensions on it and the foot, and push against the rock. It kind of kept pushing the rock down, but it did lift the bridge. We jacked it up and welded the center post, and while Adrian was doing that, I cut the little side posts and got them put in place for him so they were nice and level and square and true. So even just jumping on here, this thing's way more solid on this side now after putting that truss in. When I do this side, the whole thing just wibble wobbles. I don't know how much you can see that on camera. Craziness. Just upstream from where we're working on the bridge, there's this beautiful little pond. Nice little area. There were some ducks I scared off when I came over, but man, what a gorgeous day. So we welded the ends of the other truss on the other side because we were waiting for the guys from the golf course to come move the bridge plank that we were working on over so we could walk across like scaffolding. But while they were doing that, I was trying to put Adrian's jack in the center there to jack it up a little so we could put our posts and stuff in by leaning over the edge of this bridge. Glad I didn't drop his jack in the water, because it didn't have a hydraulic hose attached to it to pull it out like we did when I dropped my porta power in there. When the weld pulled loose and we dropped the porta power in the water and everything came crashing down. Well, since Adrian was doing all the work and I was just watching, I figured I'd grab a shovel and assume the position of all managers that I see on construction crews along the side of the road, you know, while I visit with my buddy Hal here from the golf course. Well, Adrian was all ready to put the center post in, but then we had to take a little break to wait for some rain as a thunderstorm came rolling through. But it didn't last too long. It wasn't too bad. Well, it's back to raining again. We just cabbed up for a little bit while a storm went over. And then it was nice and clear and calm. We fire up the cameras and get the welders going, and back to raining. Apparently Adrian doesn't care. He's tough. We jacked up this side with Adrian's truck jack because it didn't need to go up as much and didn't need as much force. Just a little preload to make it level across the bridge with the other side. And then Adrian welded the posts in, and I went and cut the other posts and put them in place, and we got them all welded. Pretty similar to the other side. Well, Adrian was finishing up his last weld here. We were able to reinforce this bridge and straighten it out and get it working a lot better for him. Man, when you walk across here now, it's nice and solid. Before, it was like a big trampoline. I'm really glad we were able to help the golf course and make this bridge a lot safer for him, and should last for years in the future. Beautiful day. We've had a few passing thunderstorms that we had to cab up for, but other than that, it's been a beautiful day. Dad's got something for you.
What is it?
It's a golf ball from the golf club. Yeah.
And Jesus left you.
Talk to you later.